Hi, it's Amber, musician and teacher. Here are 5 practice mistakes that you might be making that's hindering your piano progress. Number 1 is not having a practice plan. So it's really important to have a plan. Even a practice journal would be ideal, where you are writing down exactly what you need to practice, even by measure, and then what you're going to practice in your next session. This way you have a visual and you can check off as you go along what you've accomplished. Number 2 is not knowing how to practice. So a lot of beginners will play their piece all the way through 3 times and okay, I've practiced, but if you're making mistakes, you're ending up practicing those mistakes. So the best way really is to do focus practicing in measures that you need more practice time with, and that way you will not be just not making any progress playing mistakes. Okay, number 3 is practicing once a week for 2 hours and say, oh wow, that's great, but it's not, because you're not remembering what you've done in that week before, and also you're gonna have to go back and redo what you were practicing and learned. So the best way is to practice every single day. That's so important for your brain, for your memory, for your hand memory. So even 10 minutes would be better than 2 hours once a week. Number 4 is making mistakes without knowing it. So I've had students playing and I'm listening to them and some of those notes are wrong. So turns out that they're not playing the correct notes, but they didn't know they were playing the wrong notes. So one of my students said, oh, well, that sounded funny. You also have to use your ear, okay? So try to practice with no mistakes and concentrate on, am I doing this right or not? Because most of the times mistakes are when you don't even know you're making them. So number 5 is not getting any feedback. So it's really important to get feedback from a teacher, especially a teacher who can hear exactly what you're doing. If you're doing it wrong, is it the wrong rhythm? Are you playing the 8th notes like quarter notes, or 16th notes like 8th notes? Or are you hitting a wrong note that you don't know? So it's really important to get that feedback. So I hope that helps, and happy practicing, happy learning.